Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson. First broken tackle, couldn't bust him free. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And 8 yards.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 79 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Caught outside by Gill. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Second and 10.
From the gun, here's Goff. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that. But he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Britt under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The quarterback taken down.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped immediately there. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and in there got picked.
That's that's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell down. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off the bootleg. Britt. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run here with Moss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I'll guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air again. Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Goff now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
First down, Washington.
Seven, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Goff now looks to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
7-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. On 2nd down now. Kidd, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Moss. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Moss, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Operating from the gun. Britt. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that will tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Goff. It's complete to Brown. Right side.
Goff's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
8 yards. And it's
third. Goff now looking to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An 8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down, Kidd, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Goff. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Goff. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good.
The field goal is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Lions 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt, catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and 11. Off play action. Britt. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
To throw on 3rd down. Britt, hard throw, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Goff slings this deep from the corner, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
throwing again on 2nd down. Goff looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Washington.
To throw is Goff. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff got a man. It's Gibson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that might loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Goff throwing again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's gone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Intended for Antonio Gibson.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Washington 20, Lions 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll drop this underneath the Moss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Goff. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it to the incompletion on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Is they take a little time to develop, and they can often and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
23, Lions 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. 28-17, your final score. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 16-10, the final. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 31-28, the final score. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run by Moss to start the third quarter. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on?
Pushing foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Goff now looks to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Complete.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Kidd. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's the option. A quick throw here out to Brown. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of
rally to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage, and when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing to start the drive. Britt. And it's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and
he'll give it here to his running back.
Number 40 on the
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
at the 40-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Moss, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at it. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
Antonio Gibson.
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes...
And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the...
Complete. They're going to get the first. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It was a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing after the interception. Britt. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's a throw. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
4-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Britt. Made at the 33. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Now Goff. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down, Washington.
Here's Goff. Gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Lions have recovered.
Complete. Fumble on the play.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Brett, here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Brett. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Britt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss.
Britt's pass, complete to number 82. No gain.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away that falls incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
41-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And the Washington first down.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 36, Goff. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Goff.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Keeps this Washington 30. Lions 15.
So out now come the Lions.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Britt. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear, and if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Britt. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Britt's pass.
Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
On 4th down, Britt. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Moss.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the
second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to end up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. Operating from the gun. Britt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. That's what they're doing down there.
Back to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Back to throw. Got it up and down. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hey, you got your foot.
And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
So they got the touchdown they needed.
And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to